All right, welcome back to the Nameless Podcast. You're sitting here with the Renew Home Team. I'm Jake Mahaffey. I am joined by Miss Rosie, Mr. Anthony, and Miss Betsy here. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hello.
So we got a little bit of a laugh out of that, but our podcast truly it's nameless at this point, and we have, right? I mean, we're busy. We're selling houses. We're buying houses. Yeah. But we're also podcasting. So what we kind of wanted to do was maybe get some input, right?
Yeah.
We're looking for some input. We've got this podcast talking about real estate, buying, selling, market updates here in San Diego, buying and selling tips. And we need a name. What do you think, folks? What do you guys think? We have anything on the table at this point?
You know, I got some things I'm working on.
Yeah.
I can't tell you about it yet, but
sure.
We'll get to it.
I can't.
You know.
The value.
I just told you that.
Yeah, so if you've got any great ideas.
Secret, that was a secret. That's classified. Thank you, Betsy. You have no clearance, obviously.
Right.
The only non-military person here.
Right.
Now,
Well, if you're watching this and you've got some recommendations for us, we're happy to take them. Comment below. Let us know what you think that our podcast should be called.
Yes, please.
Right?
That would be very helpful.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
true. Because I don't have no ideas right now.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. But today is a new day, so we have new topics to talk about.
We do. If I could just give a quick announcement.
Ooh.
Tomorrow we have an event. It's a VA masterclass.
Let's go.
Right?
Yeah.
So a few podcasts ago, we talked about the one we had in the South Bay. This one's in North Bay. Jake?
Yeah, North County, San Diego, we've got you covered. We've got our VA Loan Masterclass coming up to the Protector Brewery at the Miramar location. So on February 6th at 5 p.m., join us over there. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to talk real estate. We're going to do some networking with like-minded individuals. We hope to see you there. So come on out. We'll put the link below to register, and we'll get you all taken care of.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Bringing the VA Masterclass to North County.
It's about
Finally.
So the first one.
Finally.
We've had about 14 or 15 down in the South Bay,
Yes.
so it's about time that we take care of our folks up north. So,
That's good. Looking forward to it.
absolutely. Let's do it.
What's on the agenda today, Anthony?
So
What are we talking
today, we just had there's a lot of things happening in the market right now. There's a ton of things we can talk about, but I think one thing that we haven't really discussed is the fires in California and the impact on insurance.
Yes.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
there's we had the Pacific Palisades fire last month. We had the LA, they were bulldozing cars out of the way because folks couldn't get out fast enough
So
due to
sad.
the
It's
car
tragic.
jam ups. Yeah, we saw it all over IG and the news. And so it was terrible. And then also on the other side, we have clients that are selling or folks that are buying, and these HOAs don't have the proper insurance. So
Yes.
I just want to hear if y'all had any insurance challenges or some tips we can give the viewers when they're looking for a home or going to sell a home or just things to look out for.
I just want to say, sorry.
No, please, go ahead, Betsy.
I just want to say on that topic, last month, you start seeing all these videos coming out, right? People leaving their homes, evacuating, getting out of the car because they have to literally run out of the fire's way. And there was this lady that was giving an interview where she said she was there trying to protect her family's home because her parents were 70 years old. And 3 months ago, they just canceled their fire insurance.
I just got the chills when you
me
said that. That
too.
is horrible.
The
Yeah.
fact that she was there and she was trying to do everything she could to save her parents' home because the insurance just canceled them out of nowhere. It's just so sad because now, if that's the case with that home, I'm pretty sure everybody in that neighborhood was going through the same thing. And if if their house got burned down, now that family is no longer protected, doesn't have a home, and just lost everything. So
Imagine how long they've lived there. Oh
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
especially they own it outright.
They
Yeah.
probably owned it outright. For
You know
sure.
what I don't understand is how this is nothing new.
Right.
Right there, these Santa Ana winds
Yeah.
coming through. We know when they're coming through.
Yes.
We know that we're in a drought, right?
Yes.
We are below where we should be for rainfall for the year, and but it's nothing new. And then when I think about where I grew up, where you guys grew up, every geographic region has its own natural disaster.
Yes.
The Gulf of Mexico, everybody in the South and on the East Coast have hurricanes.
Right.
Where I grew up in the Midwest, we've got tornadoes. I mean, they have insurance.
Yep.
I don't sell real estate in those states, so I don't know. But do they face the same challenges? I've never thought about it until I joined this industry. And I just don't understand. You know what I mean?
Right.
I heard that it was just a California thing.
Oh, no.
But I'm not sure if it's other states as well, because I know that, we had trouble getting our clients and homeowners insurance, and it was a struggle for them because if that insurance company did not cover them, there was another one, but the payment was super high,
Astronomically high.
throwing them off their DTI, and it's just when is it going to give?
So to that point, you said Gulf of Mexico. I think Trump wants to call it Gulf of America.
I heard.
Yes.
Okay, so
He just changed it. He just
All right,
changed
Gulf
it.
of America, let's
so
go.
Gulf of America. But no, and like Rosie's point, we had a client in Florida.
Yes.
Insurance issue.
Wow.
So they're leaving
Huge
Florida, California, and
insurance.
Texas.
Yes.
Those are the big three that at least we do deals in that especially our loan team, and we see issues with.
Yes.
So I mean, insurance has been such a big issue too that now it's even in our RPA, right? Like
Yes.
The contracts we send out for our buyers, they have a whole line in there about like there's a contingency period almost for
timeline.
for insurance,
Yep.
like because it's killing deals.
I was just gonna say we have to start applying it like a timeline, like you just said, right? Because it's been a very passive kind of a thing throughout a transaction in recent years. In fact, I had a family that bought a home in Fallbrook. They were looking all over the place over there, found a place, and they were quoted their insurance like the next neighborhood over from where they actually bought. They were quoted at like $6,000 or $7,000 for the year. Like you said, Betsy, that alters your DTI.
Oh, yes.
Like if you're going to add $500 to your,
Yes.
I mean, come on.
It's insane.
You
and
can
I
no
would
longer
figure
afford it.
because it's a fire hazard, right?
Yeah.
Fallbrook.
Yes.
But that's insane. Houses are already expensive.
Yes.
Mortgages, are up there.
Yeah.
Now insurance. Now we have to worry about insurance.
And
then, like Anthony said, HOA in other homes as well, where they don't have enough funds to,
It's
again.
tough. And like Anthony said, we have to start applying a more stringent timeline when it comes to it, because historically it's been very passive.
Right.
The lender just, makes a phone call one day about 2/3 of the way through the transaction, trying to close out docs, and just says, send me your insurance policy. It's been as basic as that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And now, I don't know. I think what we should be doing is front loading that,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, no, for
As
sure.
doing, I don't know where, but certainly much sooner than we are now.
But
Yeah.
if you don't put it in the loan, it would be kind of a disservice to your client as well.
Absolutely.
Like just thinking, I know we were having the conversation with the client in Florida, and it's like to tell her, hey, yeah, don't get hurricane insurance. It's crazy.
It is
because
crazy.
we know that a hurricane is coming. It
It's
can
inevitable.
come. It's inevitable. You're in Florida, so you're in the area. So it's sad to know that, hey, if you contact an insurance company that possibly is way over your budget, but at the same time will protect you, it's kind of like where to
Again,
go.
where's the
Where's
balance?
the balance?
Yep.
And and to that point, this broker was willing to remove that hurricane part of the policy, which, we don't know if that would have flew or not. But what to your point, what you brought up that brought a thought to my mind was there are a lot of folks that they waive their impound account, right? So they don't pay their insurance and their taxes and their mortgage.
Them closing costs.
And they may have got a low insurance quota first, but now things have changed.
Yep.
And then maybe in that situation with that young lady,
Yep.
her parents, maybe they just got priced out. And they may still have a loan open.
Oh, no, they own the home.
They own the home, but
Yeah.
you could have a loan open
Yeah, that's true.
and not have insurance, right? Like that's how, that could come up too. So that's terrible. So, and I think about my clients in the El Cajon and
Yes.
Alpine whenever there's fires. So I always call them, make sure they're good, make sure policies are good, because there seems to be issues with those.
You did talk about impound account. Can we talk further into an impound account? Because I believe that there's certain lenders, in order to get somebody approved, decide to leave it out of the estimate, and all of a sudden the buyer has a payment that they could afford, but now every 6 months they have their taxes and their insurance, and they were not told. And unfortunately, we have been through that situation with some of our clients, and that's the reason why you decided to become a lender, to prevent that and give that knowledge. So do you
Right.
want to get more into that?
Absolutely. So, to qualify, they still have to, take those things into account. I think where folks do it, if I had to guess, it's to entice the client with a better payment. To like, oh yeah, this is a much easier payment for you. You don't have to worry about the $700 in taxes and the extra, $200 a month in insurance. And I think it's terrible because a lot of these folks never owned a home before. Some of these banks will waive that escrow or impound account, and I think we're doing our clients a disservice.
Disservice is absolutely right. Yeah, because then, like you just said, Betsy, 6 months later or whatever it is, even if it's on the monthly,
Yes.
they're $500 more than what they thought they were.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know, for a lot of people,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money,
A lot.
and it's just too bad. It's
Imagine
too bad.
being
that-
on deployment and then like getting that
And getting
letter.
that bill?
Oh my! Ooh. I'll
No,
be so distraught. I'm like, what is this bill?
Oh, man.
What is going on?
And then think about it, you have
Yeah.
your tax bill, you have
Yes.
your insurance bill annually,
Yes.
then we have supplemental insurance. to
Oh.
come free.
Oh my goodness,
So that
supplemental
supplemental
bill.
insurance can really get you.
That
know?
supplemental bill.
We won't talk too much about that. We
Yeah.
can discuss
Yes.
that. That's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother topic.
Again, knowledge. Be careful who you work with. Make sure you have all the right information. Make sure you're working with somebody that's actually looking out for your best interest. Is not just trying to sell you a home.
Agreed.
Right, there's so much more to it.
Yes.
So I mean, on the topic of insurance, what would you say is the best solution for these clients? What would be a solution?
You got to ask your agent.
Yeah.
You have to ask your agent what their plan of attack is or what their advice is on it. And if they're not giving you good advice, reach out to one of us because we're here to take care of you.
Absolutely. And I'll say this, you know, I'm not going to say don't go in HOA community because I've always lived in HOA communities. I love HOA.
I love HOA too.
Okay, all right.
Good HOA.
But I think it's time for us to start really. I don't go to any of my HOA meetings. I've lived in 4 different
Yeah.
HOA communities.
Yeah.
Never been to an HOA
Nope.
meeting. I put it on my calendar. Never been to a meeting. And although a lot of them are on Zoom now, I should go. But I would highly recommend that folks, especially in condo or townhome communities, even new construction, should really pay attention to what the financials are.
Yes.
And when that policy is, you know, you can look at the master policy. It's in your docs on your online account.
Yeah.
Take a look at that and see when the renewal is. I think HOAs need to get proactive as well and find those companies because a lot of them have left California.
Oh.
So yeah, USA doesn't work with most folks in California anymore.
Yeah.
I still have them, but they've been canceling policies. State Farm, you know, they've abandoned some policies.
I have Geico.
Geico's
have
still
Geico.
around,
Geico's
but
still
I've
around.
heard from one of your clients, Geico employee, that they don't mess with most of California anymore.
Agree.
So you know, it's just it's unfortunate, but that's the world we're in. So we just all need to be more vigilant. And homeowners associations are really just a group of homeowners. So you guys got to get proactive because we don't want to have that $300 increase to pay for this super extra policy that we're going to need.
And that's another thing, right? HOA, you find some HOAs that are involved with the community that
Right.
do stuff because I live in a community where there's HOA, but they're so involved. They have, you know, things for the community, bring everybody together in the neighborhood.
That's
But
good.
then I hear the horrible stories of other properties where they do have HOA and they do absolutely nothing for the community. It doesn't even look like the home has HOA.
Right.
So
They're not
Whoa.
proactive, they're
Yeah.
reactive. They wait for the patio to fall apart.
Exactly.
The patio.
Yeah, this patio's crumbling in Chula Vista and one of these older developments, but we're not going to go there. We're selling that home. But the patios are crumbling, the balconies are crumbling, the roofs have issues, and the HOA wants to raise, I think, $1,000 a month for a little while. They can't get a loan.
Oh my goodness.
And that's the moment you need to interject. If
Yes.
you're a resident in that community, whether permanent or semi-permanent, you need to get in there.
Oh,
Because that's a first sign right there
Oh, yes.
that things are going awry.
Right.
When they have no results from any past HOA
Right.
payments made,
Right.
and now they're increasing it.
Yes.
Like you want to know where that money's going to go.
And you
Oh,
go to that community,
exactly.
you know, and I'm not gonna say it here on the camera with the cameras around, but you know, you just look at it and say they're not doing anything for
Yeah.
these folks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And I mean, all the balconies are crumbling. So termite issues. So were they proactive in having their termite treatment? Did anybody
Probably
check
not.
up on that?
Right.
Who's running that HOA?
Who's running it?
Yeah, who's running it? So and there's tons of homeowners. There's big development. So yeah, it's terrible.
yeah.
So
So,
Okay.
AK, pay attention to your HOA. Make sure that you are looking at those documents. Go to your meetings. Be proactive with your home. You're officially a homeowner, so you
It's
need
an
to
investment.
understand,
Yeah.
what's going on in your community.
yeah, and for
the
those
solution.
scared of HOA based off what we just said, they're great. Okay. I'll sell your house. No, but
They
you know,
can be great.
They can be great, but we
They
really got to
can.
pay attention to the financials, and that's where the lenders come in.
Yes.
The realtors go over the docs with you, and just pay attention. You got to look at it. We used to skip past those 500 pages
Right.
that we get from
Huge.
escrow
They-
and with all the rules and financial records and meetings. But if you look at the meeting notes, they show you several months of meeting notes.
Yes.
You can see what the issues are. They may have been debating this loan to get the balconies fixed for months, and people are still buying houses. They just never looked at those docs. So now lenders are looking at certain things, but pay attention. Just
Yep.
just be vigilant. That's all.
California increase for HOA goes crazy too. I mean,
Yeah.
They know how to increase your HOA, so you need to know how to
Not
decrease
just
them.
California,
Attend the meetings. Attend the meetings, please.
but yeah, for sure.
That's good.
My HOA is good, so I'm not worried about anything. We don't go up at all. So
You guys don't go up?
we don't move.
What?
Been there for I think 6 years now.
Who's on your board? I need to
Not me.
know,
I'll
like-
tell you that. It's
I
not me,
need
but
to-
they're doing a great job.
I actually thought about this year getting on the board
should.
with my
You really
new
should.
community,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how can you? I seen the ballots, and I'm like, I'm gonna put my name.
You should.
It's a fresh start. It's a new
Yeah.
venture.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
My sister's actually the president of her
First.
HOA
And she just bought last
in
year.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Dang.
And
Run
she
'em the
just
show.
bought.
and
Yeah.
she just bought because it was a new community, so she
Okay,
decided
okay.
to become president, and
Oh, wow.
she's like huge on exactly that, the financials. And
Yes.
I'm
She's
like,
Scorpio, so.
yeah. Oh.
I mean, if you're gonna,
Yeah, I guess Scorpio.
right, yeah.
Right,
Attention to
right,
detail,
right.
Here we
attention to
go.
detail.
Here we go.
Running shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
sorry.
if you're gonna stay in the house or have it, if you're gonna stay in the house or have it for a long time,
Yes.
I mean, it's in your best interest to make sure that the
Absolutely.
communities run well.
No, I
Absolutely.
agree. She told me basically that the new community left them as a community, which why they had to build the HOA, left them with a huge debt. The builder left them with a debt. So that's why they had to actually increase their HOA. And it was crazy. Like, the builders can leave, your community with anything and just like, yeah, hey, you guys have
It's
to start
turnover.
paying for it. Yeah,
Right.
they did a turnover, and now they have to basically pay for this maintenance and this huge bill. And, she had to send out notices that, hey, the HOA has to go up because the builder left us with a bill.
Huh.
And there's reserves you need, right?
Yes, and the
yeah.
reserves.
So there's things that have to be met to take care of the things that are depreciating
Yes.
over time. So there's a lot that goes into HOA planning. There's whole certifications for that,
Yes.
which he's probably getting.
Yes.
And but I will say this: what people don't understand about new construction, and I love selling new construction homes. That's where I started, just mostly new construction. A lot of my clients have new construction, but pay attention because they give you the HOA fee, but the HOA fee is an estimate.
Yes.
So there's a pre-built out HOA fee, and when it's done, they're like, "Oh, it should go down." That's what they're going to tell
Yes.
you.
That's what they say.
When
It
the
should go down.
community
It
is
should
all
go
built
down.
out.
Right, right. It's
Yep.
all built out. It should go down. How?
Yep.
What's going to change
Right.
when they're all built? Because y'all have $1 billion.
They
billion
certainly
dollar
weren't
company.
over. They're
Right.
not under budget, and they're
Right.
going to give you this money back.
Yeah.
Nobody is under budget.
Right,
Nobody.
right. So I never believe that. I always tell my clients, hey, take that with a grain of salt. Be prepared.
Yep.
And these
Yes.
HOAs do grow. So.
Have a little extra money, not just for that HOA, then the supplemental bill, which
The
we're going to
supplemental
talk
bill,
about
yes.
in another episode.
Yes.
But that supplemental bill
It's
is
large for
something.
new builds.
Yes, it's huge.
So
for
I had
new
one.
builds.
He had he's a first class. He was on the ship with us. He had a $50,000 supplemental bill.
What?
$50,000.
Like an annual, like that first bill to come. came in.
$50,000?
Yeah, 50,000. I want to say it's 50,000 AO1, or he's the chief now. Excuse me.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, so 50,000.
If you want to buy a house,
So I
maybe
said,
not.
you went to the builder without me. So, you want me to
Don't
look
do-
into it?
don't
You
do
know?
that.
No, I still took care of him.
You were
And
serious.
yeah, no, I was. I told the builder too, like I should get paid, but I didn't. It's okay, but I still take care of my people.
Yes.
And I looked at it, and it was because he was being charged for the whole block of homes. So it's a townhome. There's 5 on this block.
Wow.
He got hit with each of theirs.
So that's probably easy to rectify,
Yeah,
though.
right.
Yes.
Like, at
it
least
wasn't
it-
easy, but it was easy to collect.
That's, I guess, relative
Yeah, right,
to
right.
him actually paying the $50,000.
Absolutely,
That'd be an
absolutely.
actual bill.
Absolutely, yeah.
$50,000
Yo,
bill.
he's like Anthony, like. And so your lender messed up.
I would have.
The builder's lender did it, not me.
You should have called me
You
instead.
know what I mean? So I love rubbing it in when people like that. He meant no harm by it.
But I'm glad you were able to help him
Yes.
still,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, most people look at these documents and they have no idea what they're reading. I just actually got a supplemental bill, and I was like, well, I knew it was coming. I know what this
Yeah.
is. Like, cool. And actually, they have here in California, if you're a veteran, disabled veteran, you get a little tax off. So make sure you call the office.
You know what?
Sorry,
100%,
Betsy.
right? You got that.
100%. If you're 100%, you still get somewhat of a tax exemption. Not the full thing like Florida. I think it's Texas, Illinois. But
Something's
yeah.
better than nothing.
Something's better than nothing, especially I got that supplemental bill. I had to sit upright. I was like, okay, well,
Let me open this. Let me open it.
And that's what that says. This is a bill.
this is
Yeah,
the bill. No, it was like
It says right on top.
huge.
That's
Like, hey,
red-
you
red
have to pay
square.
this.
Yeah.
Pay
This is
this
a
by.
Yeah.
So, awareness is
Yes.
huge when you're buying a home. So,
You know, all these benefits with VA, man.
I mean,
I got some
mean-
enlistment documents if you want. I know a
we
recruiter.
are
Hey,
recruiting.
the good thing
We are
is
recruiting.
Valentine's Day is coming, Betsy.
Yes, it is.
Don't forget, guys, we are raffling. We
Oh.
are raffling Miss Betsy Palma. She would like, we're going to raffle her on a
When
date.
did this
Comment
happen?
below if you would like to go on a date with Miss Betsy Palma
That
here.
turned. That
Right?
turned.
Wow.
Isn't that perfect? It's perfect.
Wow.
She's available.
She's quiet. She got that- For the first time.
For
she
the
gets
first
it.
time in a long
Surprise.
time.
She's available officially.
I mean, we do all these raffles. We do these
Right.
events. We're always raffling
good at
Disney
that, right?
tickets.
I mean,
Right.
We're always
Why
raffling
not?
a TV.
right. We raffle TVs. We
the
raffle
season of
Disney.
love.
It
Oh
is.
my
Season of
goodness.
love.
And who else needs love than Betsy? Who else deserves
I have
it?
nothing to say. That
Well, guys, that is our podcast.
Well, just as a reminder, tomorrow we'll be at Protective Brewery with Betsy.
Well,
Come in
you know,
person.
Yeah, come in person.
Come in person.
It's a VA masterclass. So
gift cards are
Yes.
welcome.
gift
gift
cards. Wow.
Wow, gift cards. She likes Starbucks.
Right.
So-
In and out. Like, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no.
You guys,
but
you guys have any big plans for
No, on a
Valentine's
serious
Day?
note, Yeah.
You know,
I
feel
guess
like
I
I've
do
brushed-
now.
yeah, we'll get you going.
I mean,
I guess I do now.
I'm actually gonna be giving birth. I'm supposed to give birth February 14th on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
On Valentine's Day.
This
yeah.
seriously?
No, seriously.
That's your due date.
my due date, February 14th.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So
Wow.
I'm having me a love baby.
Love baby.
Love baby.
That's
Anthony,
amazing.
I hope you have plans because I know your wife.
Yeah.
And she
I
deserves
won't
the
say
world.
Yes.
Yes, she
Jake.
does. Jake.
You know?
Jake, don't forget. I know your wife too. So
I feel like I've brushed it off of recent years.
Oh wow.
I don't recall
Let's
the
talk about
last.
it.
Let's.
I don't recall what we did for Valentine's Day.
Let's talk about it.
You
No,
want to
I
put me
just-
on the spot? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Switch the camera
now,
up here.
now we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Why you brush it off?
I don't think I do it intentionally. We've
Okay,
just, you know,
Busy.
last year, Marine Corps retirement, oldest daughter
yeah.
graduated high school. Like,
yeah.
that's just an excuse. But I mean,
Right.
we're going to set aside some time this year. We're
Yeah,
going to
that's
set aside
awesome.
some
That'd be
time.
nice.
This is actually our 20th year of marriage, so we're
Oh,
celebrating 20 years in the
congratulations.
summer. So what better time than to have it a good big Valentine's Day as well, you know?
I mean, have it a
love
whole
that.
big year. Celebrate all year.
Absolutely.
20
It's
years.
already
20 years is
begun.
a lot.
It's already
That's
begun.
a long
Wow.
time.
That
Yeah.
was a long time.
20 years.
So how about some San
Congrats.
Diego dinner recommendations?
Okay,
So-
yeah.
Anything on the
Yeah,
table?
Anthony, what do you have planned for Sasha?
So, well, if you don't have it planned by now, you're late. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's a fact.
you have it
Don't make
booked.
reservations
you
now.
you
I
already
pre-booked.
booked.
I
Oh,
pre-booked.
pre-booked.
Oh.
Excuse me.
But pre-book with kids or without kids?
So without.
Okay.
Okay.
that's-
So
Because
it's
see,
hard.
Anthony,
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I have
he
my.
doesn't like to leave the kids.
No, I have 4 kids.
And so he goes to birthday dinners, fancy dinners with the kids.
with the kids, and they get
That's
dressed
cool.
up.
That's cool.
still
It's,
beautiful.
I love it, but he needs alone time with Miss Sasha.
That's true.
Okay, get out
You
my
gotta
personal
cut some
life.
time.
So some good
You didn't
spots to
realize
go
we were
to.
marriage
Got a little warm in
counselors.
here, look. So some good places to go. So Costera, the Cone Restaurant Group. So,
Okay.
Okay.
check them out. So they own own several restaurants in San Diego. I believe they own some prime rib places downtown.
Okay.
Most of the fancy restaurants, I
Yeah.
feel like, is owned by this company. And they what I like about them is all the restaurants have reservations, and they seem to pre-book, and they'll try to fit you in if they can. So
That's cool.
I try to go down that list. I'm not gonna tell you which one I'm at this year because I don't want all my fans to show up. But
Yeah, of course.
you see, of course.
Please.
All of them.
Somebody,
all the
please.
2 out there.
Both of them will be there.
That's hilarious. But the Cone Restaurant Group is definitely a great. Not I don't know them personally, but I love their all the restaurants. So, yeah.
So you
Yeah,
have
I-
okay, you have no reservations yet? Is that what?
That's so funny. That's funny.
Mr. Pre-Book here has no reservations yet.
If anybody has any spots in this code group, please call Anthony.
Please let me know if you have
Okay,
any spots.
group, please book
you know-
a spot for Anthony now.
You know what? No, I think I learned this from someone else. It gets so busy in San Diego that night
Yes.
that I might
Yes.
want to do it the night before.
Yes.
You
It's
know
actually
what?
not a bad idea. The Saturday before, the Saturday
Yep,
or whatever
yep,
it is,
yep.
the day
Or even the
before.
Friday.
Before,
Yep.
day
I'm
night,
gonna
yeah.
throw you guys a little gem for you men, right?
Okay, I'm open.
Let me tell you, I did. What about a personal chef?
Get
at your
out.
I've
own
done
home.
that. I have done that.
That's
Oh,
actually never crossed
have
my
you really?
mind.
What?
Have you
Girl,
really?
have you been to my?
I'm giving you a gem right now, Anthony. Don't do that.
Okay, we'll talk about it after. Yeah.
No,
Listen.
I believe you probably have.
Yeah, I have.
But I would say I did a personal chef for my dad's 50th birthday, and it was outstanding. I'm so glad we didn't have to sit at a restaurant. It was a lot of us.
No
But
craziness.
regardless, no craziness,
Yeah.
especially with the kids. Like, you could still have the kids there, if you wanted them in another room. But the personal chef gave me, like, his menu.
Yeah.
And I got to pick, from the salad, the appetizer, everything, and it was
And
absolutely.
he just came to your location and whipped it up.
Yes,
on the
and
spot.
he bought all the ingredients, and I'm talking about it wasn't like something that you would eat on a regular.
That's cool.
So I would definitely tell you.
I would say
I've
that's
never
good.
thought of that. That's actually a
That's
great
actually-
idea.
Yeah, personal. Imagine
I've
you
seen
just
it,
set
but
it
I've
up.
never. Yeah.
It's
Right.
beautiful.
I love personal chefs. They
Yes.
do a really good job.
I'm just not on that level, I think.
Yeah.
I need to get there.
You get there.
I need
It's
to
your
get
20th
there.
anniversary.
Oh.
Come on, hello. You're welcome.
Wow.
I hope
You're
Brooke's
welcome.
not watching right,
Right.
now.
Well,
Because she's onto something.
yeah.
Yes, it would, it makes it more intimate. You don't have
Yeah.
to worry about reservations.
That's
you don't have
true.
to worry about anyone else.
That's true.
If
But-
you ever do any seaside dining, you like beachfront
Seaside?
kind of stuff? Because I got a couple spots.
Oh,
Do you?
tell me,
Okay,
what's the
yeah.
spot?
So for my last anniversary on the our 19th, we went to Del Mar.
Okay.
Not too far from the house, and I'm a little partial to the name, but there's a place called Jake's at Del Mar.
Jake's.
Surf and turf kind of a place.
Of
Wow, Jake's at Del Mar, hit it.
I just got it. Come on.
How'd you find that,
She's like, Jake's, why is that?
Jake,
why is
how'd you
why is
find
that?
How did you find a place called Jake's?
Yeah, easy.
Actually, it's right by the beach that we go to. So like
Okay.
we park and we're there all the time. It's right next to
Oh, that's
Poseidon
nice.
Okay.
down there on the main strip in Del Mar. And I will tell you, we came in. I had a little happy anniversary placard on the table,
Oh, that's
personalized. It was great. And
I'm starting to get
it-
open to this
Right, this date, huh?
raffle.
yeah, see.
Little
So all of you
matchmaking.
gentlemen that are going to show up on the 6th at the Protector Brewery
Yes.
and court Betsy, this is
I want
this
a
is your
personal chef
cue.
now.
She likes personal
No In-N-Out.
chefs and she likes seafood.
Yes. Well, we started off with In-N-Out for Betsy, but I guess
No,
we're now
no.
at
We're
personal
upgraded.
chefs.
We're
Okay.
upgraded.
I am,
We're upgraded.
you know, I'm
Right.
starting to upgrade
Look down
now.
at the menu, ladies.
Right.
Look down at the menu. Not up, okay? That's a good date. All right.
That's
Good.
awesome.
It's a great date.
Good.
That's amazing.
No, and you know what? You reminded me of something. I had talk about last minute reservation. I do it often. I'm busy. Okay, whatever. This is my second or third year in real estate. I was probably like $200K in GCI making money, and I was like,
Baller.
I forgot my
Making
anniversary.
What?
Oh my.
And I went on open table, and I booked Eddie V's booked minute, and I
like
love
Eddie
their
V's.
steaks.
I do
right?
like Eddie V's.
And the hot plate. I mean, amazing. I forgot how many degrees it is, but last minute, and we went there. I put in anniversary and open table. Got there, and they have the table, little happy anniversary confetti on the table,
That's cool.
little placard, and everyone came by and said happy anniversary.
That's so cool.
That's
She thought,
beautiful.
and now she knows the truth because it's gonna be airing here. But that shit was like
Secret's
a
He
like a
forgot.
2 hour prior.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, the same day. 2
Yeah,
hours
same
prior.
day. Yeah, 2 hour prior. Literally.
And they had a spot for you.
Yes.
At Eddie V's.
That was a
Now that was a
cancel-
Valentine's
yeah.
Day. That was a separate day, but yeah.
You got
Eddie
lucky.
V's.
Good
Shout
for
out to
you.
Eddie V's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Shout
been to Eddie V's?
I
No.
have.
No.
It's really
It's
nice.
always really
It's
good.
really
Downtown?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's really good.
The plates, I don't
Okay.
know. There's something crazy, like 200, 500 degrees. The China, you been there?
Nope.
Well, they
And
serve it on a hot
A hot,
plate.
They bring you just a hot China plate like I would have in my house, and they have because I have some fancy plates for my wedding.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Of course.
Shout out to the people that gave me gifts. But then the steak is sizzling on
like-
it.
yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my god, dude, it makes all the difference.
And
You know
let's
what?
let's
It's
let me know.
lunchtime.
Eddie
It's
V's-
lunchtime.
Cut. We're going to
Yeah.
lunch.
Yeah,
Eddie
No,
V's
Eddie
is
V's.
expensive as well, but it
Yes.
is so worth it.
definitely worth it.
Definitely.
They have a drink called the Mind Eraser.
The mind.
Mind
Whoa.
eraser?
Mind Eraser.
I
Tequila?
actually never had
I don't
it.
know. I think it's a mixture of a bunch of things.
Oh, okay.
But you forget everything.
Did Sasha
That
forget
sounds
everything?
illegal.
Got- yeah.
No, we have people there.
This is not illegal.
Do you remember, Sasha?
No, but that one was her birthday, and a buddy of mine told me about it, and we had, when your buddies come from back home, we had like big old tomahawk steaks. We're competing and stuff.
Oh
and
yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you won't eat it." I'm like, "Bro, okay, let's do it." And then we have mind erasers. I think like 2 in, like I didn't know what was happening anymore.
Wow.
So don't know how I got home.
Interesting.
She had a good birthday though, you know.
That's all that matters. Look, that's all that matters. You
all
made it
that
happen.
Right. Enough
Made
about
it
me.
happen.
I don't know how that happened. But, so no, you know, so tomorrow we'll be at the Protector Brewery.
Yes.
Please come out and join us. I think that was a great conversation. I appreciate
Yes,
y'all
Yeah.
coming out and doing it with us again. And so take us out. I mean,
Yeah.
tell us.
Betsy, go
Betsy?
ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about you. Remember?
It's about you and
Come
the
on,
raffle.
How can they get in
Betsy,
contact
the
with
raffle.
you?
They need to
Oh,
know.
okay. You guys can get in contact through my secretary, Rosie. she'll be vetting you guys. Her email was accepting resumes and everything.
Yeah.
But no, guys, thank you for joining us on another episode. We hope you guys enjoy this podcast, and we'll be coming more episodes along the way to give you more knowledge on the market and what's going on in San Diego. So until next time, bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Gracias.